Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bennett's Quarter. Let's start out with the Tennessee Syracuse game. Aguilar was amazing. I saw it myself. I was at that game. He was so phenomenal. My dad said he looked like the best since Tennessee was in the 90s. But anyways, once we go up a bit north, out of Atlanta up to Columbus, Ohio, and the Horseshoe, we'll see Manning. To me, it was good. Just Ohio State is a good team. I have to admit that. So maybe his first few opponents were pretty much swap anyway. So maybe it was just he was playing swap these teams and that made him look good, or he had a famous image, or he has a lot of pressure around him because you come from pretty much football royalty. So if I was Steve Sarkisian, I would maybe consider benching him. I'm sorry if you're a Texas fan and you looking forward to Manning. I'm just not sure if he's the guy. I think he could do better. I just don't think he'll be a Heisman candidate. I hope you understand, Texas fans. I'm sorry if I'm making you feel sad. Please forgive me. And we're no longer going to talk about this topic if I'm making you feel bad. Now back to Auburn Baylor. That game looked good. I think Auburn looked like a good team, but Hugh Freeze was playing for his job. Or Baylor was just had a lucky season last year. Not sure about Auburn, no. Good for Auburn. And Florida State, Kale on the board, they're gonna run him out of there. They'll run him out. If you look at ESPN, you are able to see that Alabama's considering to fire Kale on the board because he said, I'm just gonna bring my offensive and defense coordinators from Washington because I didn't have my coordinators. So I think I just need them so I could be consistent. Okay, Alabama? Okay, Kalen, now go get them. Bring them from Washington. And so he did, and he lost on opening day to Florida State. And Florida State looked like swap the year before, winning only two games. And they stormed the field. They got blown out 31-17, which is kind of outrageous. I think if that was any Bear Bryant team, they would probably fire him. And also came on the board, I think, being pressured to be Nick Saban. I think Alabama fans if you're an Alabama fan, please don't come and get me. I'm just telling the complete honest truth. I think that he's not Nick Saban. He's not. There's not going to be like another Nick Saban in 1,000 years, probably, or in that century. Probably take that one more likely. So, and as for Clemson won, which surprised me, Brian Kelly finally won on opening day. It took him 4 years. He always messed up on opening day, year by year, and year. Before that, it didn't matter how close he was. He still lost. But this year, he finally beat Clemson and Dabo Swinney. I'm kind of still have a bit more questions about Dabo now. I was considering early on for a national championship contender, but now I just think he should be dropped down a bit. Clemson is maybe still contender for a national championship. I think they just need to work a bit harder. I mean, Notre Dame yesterday, that was a good game in my opinion. Notre Dame lost. I don't want to say officially that Miami's back. The only way I'm calling that is if they make the playoffs. Miami fans, if you're watching this, I'm not putting up the U on this channel until they'll make the playoffs. And now for my prediction for the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Horned Frogs. And I have one thing to say. Bill Belichick could be successful or swappy. Because, maybe they're NFL players. Maybe the players could get confused. Or they could be absolute swap and have a worse season than they had the year before. TCU, they made the playoff 2022. They made it to the national championship and got absolutely slaughtered by Georgia. So, one thing to say. To me, there's just too many questions about North Carolina. Go Horned Frogs.